The 90s were a wild time for video game mascots. Sonic was running laps around the competition, Mario was still the king, and then there was Bubsy, a bobcat with a catchphrase problem, and an attitude no one asked for. And because the 90s had no chill, someone thought Bubsy needed their own animated series. Spoiler alert, it didn't go well. Bubsy started off as a video game character in 1993, hopping to the next big platforming mascot. He had wisecracks like Bugs Bunny, the arrogance of Sonic, and the likability of, well, he had wisecracks, that's all I can really say. Fast forward to 1994, Kurt Cobain died that year, and then Bubsy got his own TV show. And let me tell you, it's a train wreck. This pilot was a one and done affair, never getting past its first episode, and after watching it, yeah, I can see why. It's actually like a fever dream made up of bad jokes, ugly animation, and a bobcat that won't shut up. If you thought Bubsy talked a lot in the games, you haven't seen this. He basically just turns the tower up to 11. It's like if Deadpool had no self-awareness and no filter and absolutely no comedic timing. It's just that bad. So who do we have in this disaster piece? There's Bubsy, of course, voiced by Rob Paulsen, who was clearly doing the best to salvage this mess. And then there's Arnold the Armadillo, whose whole personality is just being scared of everything. And then we have the Woolies. Remember those alien things from the games? Well, they're here. They somehow make even less sense here. Yeah, I have no idea what's going on either. Oh yeah, and Bubsy has two twin relatives, Terry and Teresa. Diet Chippendale with less of the charm. So what's the actual plot? Well, Bubsy gets his hand on a virtual reality helmet that grants the wearer unlimited power. He does the dumbest things imaginable with it. Meanwhile, the villains try to steal it. Bubsy also has two relatives in the show where he basically babysits them and they get a hold of the helmet, and then they basically just go on some Disney World type roller coasters, and that's about it. And Bubsy just told them about it, how it could have went to the vulture and the armadillo. This pilot, I do not give a fuck about it, honestly. There's really not much to say. It's very much just a 90s cartoon, really. So why did this pilot never take off? Well, for starters, no one really liked Bubsy to begin with, unlike Sonic and Mario. He didn't have a real fan base, the games were mediocre at best, and the whole personality was annoying loudmouth. Add in some weak animation and a forgettable plot, and yeah, the jokes barely qualify as jokes. And then you got Recipe for Failure. The pilot aired once in 1994, and then after it just vanished from the void, only resurfacing years later, thanks to the internet. Thank you, Internet Archive. And let's just say, time has not been kind to this, cause boy, it really does stand out as like a shitty 1999 cartoon. Shockingly, that wasn't the end of Bubsy. Despite the pilot bombing, he still clawed his way back into gaming. Every now and then, but his TV career? Yeah, that's dead. In the end, the Bubsy cartoon is a relic of the 90s, an era where everything was a mascot, got a shot at stardom. No matter how little sense it made to make it into a cartoon for kids like Rambo and RoboCop. It's just bad, it's loud, it's just so 90s it hurts. But hey, at least it gave us a lesson what not to adapt to a video game.